In this video, we're going to talk about 12.6 Objective 2, where we perform operations on complex numbers in polar form. So let's go ahead and work with this first one. I'm just going to tell you that when this is any number that's written as r times cosine of theta plus j sine of theta could also be written in the form of r e to the I theta. That's another way to write the polar form. So let me just show you what's going on here when I call this theta 1, r1 theta 1, and r2 cosine of theta 2 plus j sine of theta 2, r2 e to the I theta 2. Let's multiply these two things here. And so the product rule for these complex numbers in polar form is going to be r1 times r2 e to the, when we multiply like bases, we add the exponents, I theta 1 plus I theta 2. So we're going to bring that I out and make this theta 1 plus theta 2. And that's going to give me my rule for what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to write this back in this form, in this polar form that we're used to, but I'm just going to take r1 times r2, 9 times 10 is 90, and then I'm going to add theta 1 to theta 2, and I get 140 degrees. That's how easy it's supposed to be. 2 tenths times 10 is going to be 2. Theta 1 plus theta 2 is going to be 250. Now we find the quotient here, and it might help me to actually look at those in the other form with e, but I'm going to, where I was multiplying and adding before, now when I divide, I'm going to subtract. So this is going to be 2, and then this is going to be 200 minus 40 is going to be 160. And now we have 9 halves is 4.5, and then 330 minus a negative 190 is 520, which is too big. I need to subtract 360 from that. It's going to be 160. Now we're just going to use de Moivre's theorem here, and we're going to say 0.7 raised to the fourth is going to be, and we want these to 3 decimal places, so 0.240, and then 65 times 4 is 260, and 260 here. We just did a lot of that in the last section. So now we're going to take and simplify these up here. 20 times 4 is 80, and then 144 plus 89 is 233. And then we're going to divide that by 140, and then this is 50. So 80 divided by 140. Let's math answer to fraction there is 4/7. And then 233 minus 50 is 183. So this should be 4/7 rounded to 2 decimal places is 0.57, and then 183. Let's try and add the numbers below. So this is going to be a little different. This is not product or quotient. We're going to have to convert them into rectangular, I believe. So, and then get it back. So let's go ahead here and make this 1.99 times the cosine of 76.29. And this is the real part of this one. And it is, it's just 0.4716453424. Let's add that to the real part of this one, 2.93 cosine of 247.91. And we're going to get a real part of negative 0.6302179222 plus j times, all right, now we're going to have 1.99 sine of 76.29 plus 2.93 sine of close that up, sine of 247.91, and this is going to be a negative 0.7816207806. So now let's figure out what R is. 0.6302179222 squared plus 0.7816207806 squared is, and then round this to one decimal place, so 1.0. And then let's find out what R is. Let's see, X and Y are both negative, so I should be in quadrant 3. Arc tangent of 0.7816207806. I'm not putting the negatives because they're both negative. They're going to cancel each other out. I'm just going to know that I need to add 180 degrees to this. To get it into quadrant 3, and I get 231.1. All right, that's that one. We'll come back next time and talk about 12.6 objective 3. See you for the next video.